Hello everyone. In this video I would like to introduce you and show you my preschool pack or preschool folder that I'm using with my daughters, and I created for my daughters. The daughter that I'm using it with at this moment, she's 4 years old, but I've been using it for my 8-year-olds as well in the past. So this is the folder that I use after your pre-writing folder. So after your child masters the pre-writing skills and tracing skills, where she learns all the letters and numbers, in this folder, the first folder, you move on to the more complicated folder, where the child will be preparing itself for school. You will find 140 pages with different activities, from the simpler ones to more complicated lessons. And you will go through learning all the numbers, letters, counting, skipped counting, reading, writing, all the colors, shapes, adding, subtracting, positional words, the days of the week, months of the year, seasons of the year, lots and lots of interesting information, again, full of pictures. As I mentioned before, in my folders, I'm trying to put real life pictures as much as I can, because I think it's just more important for the children to recognize the real objects and animals. So the first pages, where you can rearrange and arrange your folder the way you want it. The way I've done it with my folder, from one side it's dedicated to numbers, from the other side it's dedicated to letters. So again, from the beginning, learning what is 0, what is 1. With my daughter, sometimes we're just making a little bit fun. Let's check if this is correct. Is there one squirrel? Or is this correct? Did I write it correctly? Count how many of them are there. And if it's correct, you can circle or tick. And again, just counting 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, make sure the child is using the finger to point at all the objects. Because sometimes when they don't, or when they don't do it correctly, they get just confused and they miscount. So it's very important for the child to use the finger. Again, and all the numbers, count it if the number is correct. Here, what you can make it really interesting and fun is you can count them first, or just 1 and circle 1 plant. 3, circle 3 apples. 1, 2, 3. And just make it your own, look at the materials and just always adjust it to the needs of your child. You can count them all, or just circle 9 or 10 or 7 of them. Here is recognizing the number and find, this is number 1. Where can you see number 1? Circle number 1 everywhere. This is no number 1. This is number 1. This is number 1. This is number 1. This is number 1, and so on, everywhere. So child is learning how to recognize amongst all the numbers in there. He's learning that's 2, that's 2, that's 6, and so on. Counting how many dogs. How many are there? Count them all. It needs to be, again, focusing on a particular picture. And what I do is as well either cross it or circle it, so he knows which one he already counted. So it's, again, not too confusing for him. And once he circled them, counted them all, write down the number, for example, 5. Yeah, and so on. Again, focusing, counting, marking, making it fun, make it your own. Marking and counting insects, all the different things in here. Different activities, again, it's getting a little bit more complicated. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one is number 4? This one. Very good. You can mark it. You can give the child pages to work on your own, on her own, and then you come and check what they've done, or you just be there, making it more interesting for them. Here is just without the pictures, connecting which is the number matching from the other side. 6. Where's the 6 on the other side? Right here. So different lessons. Which is more, 2 or 1? 2 is more. Or you can make it around, turn it around. What is less, 1 or 2? 1 is less. or which is more, 2 or 2? It's the same. Here are the numbers from the smallest in value as well to the biggest in size as well. So lots and lots of different activities. Adding the missing number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can write down the letters and numbers. Same is going to be at the letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After 6 goes 7. Correct? And so on. You will actually receive a page which you can laminate and cut them out and insert the missing number. So you can cut it up, and instead of just writing when your child is not, so confident about writing numbers, first you can just place them there so it learns which number goes after which one, and then you can practice writing the numbers. Here you can create your own. For example, 1, 2, 3. I'll write down here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here, and so on. Fill it your own way completely. You can make 20s, 30s, and then your child just needs to figure it out what's missing. Counting by 5s. So you count 0, 5, 10, 15, and each day, all the way to 100, each day you can pick your sheets that you want to work on and just go over them. It's like the morning activity. Adding up to 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. So here you have it all pre-printed, pre-written. 1 plus 7, you can count the dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 equals 8. That dot is darker, and the rest of them, and all of them counted up, equals 8. That's with the help. This is same as subtracting. When I have 10 dots and I'm going to take one away, I'll have 9 left over. So same way, that's with help, and here's no help. Here you add your own. So 1 plus 0 equals still 1. You can make a dot and you can write your own here. Same here. For example, I have 10 dots and I'm going to take 2 away from here. So I'll mark 2 because they tell me I need to take 2 away. And then I'll count the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 10, take away 2 equals 8. And if you want, make all the dots as well. So that goes on. Again, adding how many I need to add. If I have 1 plus how many equals 1, 0, and so on. So the more, this is a little bit more complicated, as I said, it's from simpler to more complicated lessons, depending on your child's age and abilities. So for example, here it's with the help. Take the number apart. 32 has 30 plus 2. 3 tens, 2 units and digits. 547, does it have any thousands? No. 500s, has 40, 4 tens, 7 units, and so on. And then here on the other side, give your child the number and just take it apart. Colors. Primary colors, colors of the rainbow, warm, neutral, cool colors, not just simple blue, green, yellow, all the primary colors, but going into more complicated things as calling the colors which are warm and cool colors. What color you'll get if you mix the other colors around. So just a few different lessons. Again, a simpler lesson. Circle the smallest or circle the biggest around. What comes next? I laminated these cards and I asked my child, my daughter, what goes next? And I kind of help her out with the tone of my voice. And if I know that it's supposed to be a giraffe at the beginning, I do giraffe, cat, giraffe, cat, giraffe. Yes. Or you just place the cards on the side and let her do it, or let him do it all by himself. So, very nice activity. My daughter really likes this one. Days of the week, again, all of them here. The weekends and the weekdays and the weekend days. Days of the week written down, and she can rewrite the days with the help, looking at them, and then try by yourself. How you remember how they've been written down. Season of the year, spring, summer, autumn, winter. Which months are in there? And again, what season is this? Which season is this? What would I say? What season is this? And months of the year. So again, March is number 3, and so on. There you go. So on the other side, we have, as I said, letters. So from the beginning of sounds, A for alligator, B, butterfly, K, cow, and so on. So starting very simple. And again, you can choose the lessons you want for your child, what you think he can master at that time, what you need to work on. You can use these as a flashcards as well. If you want, you can laminate it or printing on a hard paper, or you just put it in the sheet and trace over. So all the letters, small and the big letters, again, you can use them as flashcards, as I said, but you'll need to cut them up. Add the missing letter. Again, you will have a page with the letters, and you can cut it up, print it on the hard paper, and use it that way for your child. Make it more interesting, where he's just not adding it or writing it, but he's placing the object there. So the same here. And what letters are these? These are out of order, so it's not A, B, C, or A, B, as they can memorize. But they really need to recognize them here properly to be able to call them out, because they're completely random and small and big. So again, different levels of difficulties. Same thing that we had with numbers, we have with letters. And because they look very similar, and many times children have problem which one is which one, to recognize them, I placed similar looking letters together so the child can recognize it. Circle, E, 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 E. You can mark it, circle, whatever way you want to do it with your child. Same way here. Beginning letter sounds. So A for apple, B for broccoli. Which one is A here? Which one is B here? Is it this one or this one? Again, very similar looking shape letters. You need to recognize them this time properly. E for elephant. Which one is E? So you can make it fun, interesting. Again, real life pictures. Wherever I could have put a real life picture, I did. And this is a very interesting activity. I have printed, and these pages you can take out, and you will have in the folder pages with pictures and loads of different pictures. I need to find out which picture begins with which letter sound. So E for egg goes here. N for night. O for orange. F for fork goes here. So if you take all these pages out with this activity, place them on the ground for the child or on a table, and then he can focus on each beginning letter sound. And it's a great activity because he's learning recognizing the letters. M for monkey, K for key, and so on. So very, very nice activity. I have it printed on a hard paper, and I think it's just fine. But if you have more children, if you have a class with loads of children, it's definitely better to laminate it because they can get damaged. So quickly moving on, same with all the letters of the alphabet, of course, and then moving on to writing. V, A, N, van. So child can trace it first and then rewrite it down here. Simple words: bin, fin, fig, dig. So starting very, very simple. same here. Now, this is a little bit more complicated for more advanced child or older child, sight words. So if the child has already learned how to read simple words, you have sight words that she or he needs to learn how to recognize. So they hear, and then you can also rewrite it, so you learn how to spell that word. So that's there. Positional words. This is a little bit simpler. So again, it's all mixed up, but this is all about letters. The other side was all about numbers. So the leopard is on top of the branch. What you can do sometimes with my students, I tape it over and I ask, what you can tell me where the leopard is. So and he needs to come out, it's on top of the branch or the tree. So you can do it this way, or behind, the cat is behind, or can you say it the other way? Can you use a different word for a particular position? So just make it interesting. Positional numbers. So he is the first horsey coming into the finish line, second, third, and you can give your child to try to rewrite the letters. And this is a very nice activity. It's a word search. Again, very simple words, short as possible, and your child just needs to search for the word. It's a little bit more complicated. And at the end is shapes in 2 dimensions. So hexagon, arrow. You will also have shapes printed on a separate page where the child is matching the shape. So he's placing the shape onto a particular picture, and of course he can call out. This is what happens when your child left by yourself or by himself starts working on the sheet, and he, instead of writing on the sheet, writes on the actual page, which you cannot wipe anymore. That happens, but it's all right. 3-dimensional objects. Again, learning all these very important skills for the child. And then at the end, a little bit more fun, just practicing a little bit of patience as well. So the mole is really, really hungry and he needs to eat some words finally. But which way does he need to go? So a few rewarding fun pages at the end of your folder, from more complicated to simpler ones. And again, this is about the calendar that was there, that you can write your own. Which month was the first month of the year? Which one is the second month of the year? And so on. Oh yeah, the clock. So I won't forget about this one. Very easy again. Instead of the clock, they already have hands, arrows somehow pinned to them. That we bought actually a cardboard little clock, which the hands straight away fell off and they got bended. Here what you can do is draw, and your child, make it smaller so it's pretty obvious which one is which one, and the child just needs to call out or write what time it is, you know. So very simple. Or the other way around, you write 14:30 and your child just needs to draw the handles or hands. So that's that from this learning folder. And as I said, it has 140 pages, and I will leave the link below of the video. And if you like the video and you like to receive more videos when I'll post new ones, please subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.